Vice President Dr. Bharrat Jagdeo has recommitted to transparently use the revenues in the National Resources Fund.
This issue about transparency surrounding receipt of funds was a very important issue for the PPP. And how did we fix that? By amending the law that they had, that the civil society was happy with. So, or some elements in the civil society, we said that every transaction, big or small, from the oil and gas company, if they deposit $1 in the fund or $100 million, the Minister of Finance within 3 months has to publish in the official gazette that deposit, every single deposit, so not one deposit, but every single deposit, however big or small it is, and notify the Parliament. And if he fails to do so, can go to jail for 10 years. No country that I know of has such a strong provision.
At a press conference on Friday, Dr. Jagdeo also made it clear that strengthening the country's democracy is a priority of government. He affirmed that they will work with all Guyanese and international community to make this a reality.
This is not an alien value, democracy, to the PPP. That we have consistently, from the beginning of the party, fought for and defended democracy. I pointed out the track record of the PNC on this matter. I pointed out that from the period in the 1964 to 1992, they stayed in office through rigged elections, and that the United States did not have to take my word for it. They can find evidence of this in many reports issued by the successive US governments.
The Vice President noted that during his meeting with the Deputy Assistant Secretary of Caribbean Affairs and Haiti, he pointed out that the PNC has not evolved, alluding to their recent attempt to rig the 2020 elections. Dr. Jagdeo also highlighted the hypocrisy of the PNC and their concerns of the residency requirement to vote in Guyana. He revealed in the early 2000s, the PNC sat with the PPP and agreed to remove the residency requirement for registration and voting.
So this whole issue about a bloated voters list is a smokescreen for their attempt to rig the elections. I pointed out that we are going to work with the international community and all the parties, including APNU in the Parliament, to strengthen the laws surrounding the conduct of elections, to remove the discretion and the room for capricious behavior by any elected official.
Since last year, stakeholders have had their hands on the draft changes to the Representation of the People's Act. The VP said government is pursuing the recommendations with the hope of having it tabled at the next sitting of the National Assembly.